And the first time in my 40 years of dairy farming, it's hard to envision the future.
If they want to have a level playing field, then there might be a discussion, but until then, I don't think there's much to talk about.
President Trump is picking a fight with Canada over spilt milk. He says U.S. dairy farmers are being hurt by their northern neighbors.
In Canada, some very unfair things have happened to our dairy farmers and others, and we're going to start working on that.
So what's the problem?
We now are finding ourselves with the milk that was going north into Canada is now flowing back into the U.S. and saturating an already oversaturated supply market. Certain farms are being told they no longer have a market for their milk, so that's a devastating blow.
They should be lobbying their government to look at a system like we have, control their supply. They've already lost their market in Russia in 2014. China reduced their imports last year from the United States. Their exports are having a hard time finding a home in the global market.
Okay, so let's break it down. First, there is just too much milk in Canada, the US, and even Europe. Now, Canada dealt with it by limiting their production and making it super expensive to buy milk from abroad, including America. Now, U.S. dairy farmers don't like that one bit, saying it's not playing within the rules of the North American Free Trade Agreement. But the U.S. hasn't changed how much milk they produce, and they still get a ton of cash from the government in subsidies, much more than their fellow farmers in Canada.
President Trump, being a businessman, understands what it takes when the rubber hits the road out here on the farm, whether it's hiring employees, managing regulations. We have the right person at least sitting there for now.
My concern is that it won't be a level playing field if Mr. Trump has his way. I think he's just trying to look for political gains for his midterm elections, and he views dairy in Canada and the new Canadian federal government as a weak partner to negotiate with.
So, is this dairy spat the beginning of an all-out trade war? Well, probably not. But it's also not going to make the task of renegotiating NAFTA, a decades-old trade agreement, very easy.